So is gen rushing a bad thing in DBD, right? And I'm only asking this because I hear a lot of killer mains talk about, well, survivors gen rush, so don't get mad when I slug camp and tunnel, right? And which really doesn't make sense to me because I watch a lot of quote unquote soft videos from killer mains, whether they're streamers or wherever the case, and they will talk about the entitlement of survivors. Like, well, what do you want me to do as killer? I'm supposed to kill. If your teammate unhooks you right in front of me and I go after you, my job is to secure the kill. I got to camp, I got to tunnel. Which is, listen, one thing about me, first off, my name is LibraGod90. If you are new, please like, share, and subscribe, and please be engaged into this video. I would love to hear survivors and killer mains perspective on this. But I just feel like when you play this game, you have to accept, if you're a survivor and you're a survivor main at that, you have to accept the fact that that's just what this game is going to be. Camping and slugging and tunneling is not bannable, right? Even the dev said this. It's not bannable. It's going to happen, right? And if you watch a lot of comp DBD, you're definitely going to see a lot of that. So if you don't want to see camping and slugging and tunneling, you probably don't want to watch comp DBD. But I will tell you, comp DBD, them players know how to play, especially survivors, and they accept it. The only difference is that they're in communications versus, solo queue is a different world, right? It's a total different world. But the reason why I'm saying this thing is because if it's a little bit hypocritical on the killer side. And the reason why I say it is because if killers want us to accept the fact that this is what they're gonna do, they gotta chase us, they gotta down us, they gotta go after us if they to win and secure the kill, and that's their job. Well, isn't our job to survive? Like, in our job to, like, think about it. If you are really trying to survive something like this, right, and this is real life or whatever, let's just say hypothetically, like, we're running from something like this, right, like, and you're given opportunity to use the best items or the best chances of winning or whatever, right, wouldn't you use that? Wouldn't you try to at least look into using that to escape? Like, my job as survivor is to run from the killer, do gens, etc. Like, and it gets frustrating because I can run a killer for 3, 4, 5 gens, but it means nothing in the end if I look up and we're still at 4 or 5 gens. You know what I mean? Like, it means nothing, because what people got to realize, like, as a guy who can loop all day, which it took me forever to learn how to loop, is that eventually you run out of all your resources. I mean, the entity blocks the window if you loop it fast forwarded 3 times. Eventually you probably have to throw down that pallet because of bloodlust, because the killer's getting mind gamed, etc. So it gets frustrating to do that, but that's part of the emblems, right? Is boldness, being in chase. But the main objective is to do the generators, and this is why I get frustrated when I see that I'm running the killer all day and then I don't hear a gen pop, but I definitely, hear a totem being blessed. You know what I mean? And the totem being blessed like multiple times, whether it's Shadow Step, whether it's Circle of Healing, whatever. There's times I'm saying that, but it's like, y'all got to remember, at the end of the day, not everyone's going to escape, not everyone's going to survive. That's just what this game is. Sure, it's nice if you can escape. It's nice if you can win, right? Like, who wants to lose, right? That's why people play the way they play. That's why you'll get a Bubba that want to just camp, slug, and tunnel, because he don't want to lose, right? My thing is that I just think it's a little hypocritical for killers to expect survivors to just sit there and do what? You know what I mean? Like, what does that really mean when you get upset that we're gen rushing? Is it that we're not doing totems in front of you? But then you might get mad that we're taking out your totems because the totems spawn right there. I'm not making this video because I'm trying to be on either side. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I'm not a killer main, so I never really play killer like that. I suck. Like, I suck at killer, right? And I don't care to, because I don't really main kill. I don't want to kill things and, stab at people and stuff like that. But I also understand that at the end of the day, I'm more mad at my teammates for not doing generators than I'm mad at the killer for being the killer. Like, yeah, it's frustrating. One thing I will tell you, I'll get very frustrated if I don't bring my best stuff. Like, if I'm just chilling, I'm having like a chill day, and I got a killer that start taunting me and stuff like that, then I get upset if I ain't got, like, what I need for my chase. You know what I mean? But I'm more mad at my survivors for not doing gens, because if I'm doing all of this, I done seen people in the basement just kicking it. Like, the hell you doing in the basement? I'm running the killer all day, like this Oni right here, right? Now I'm working him, right? Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's swinging, you know what I'm saying? Because, I've gotten better at my chase. I've gotten much better at my chase. I understand the game a little bit better now. So a lot of the times I just understand that this is the best way. And it's so cringe to see people not know how to loop. Like, I suggest highly that you get in a custom match, and just practice learning how to hug the walls as much as possible. Because I'm telling you, dude, like if everybody knew how to loop on a team, the killer would probably would DC, or the killer would probably would just, if I have a hard time, right? But at some point, again, our job is to do generators. So guess what? If I'm not in chase, I'm doing generators, right? You can call it rushing, you can call it whatever. Like, what do killers call it when they have lethal pursuer in the beginning of the match and they can automatically see survivors? Or they have fear mongering. The moment you touch a gen, we're blind and exhausted for like a minute. I just feel like it's toxic on both sides. This community is so strange to me, dude. It's literally toxic, and it's both sides are hypocritical, right? I watch a lot of streamers and content creators, and they talk about, oh, well, you're mad that I'm camping, but you guys are gen rushing. Dude, just say that. Listen, this is just me. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. As a survivor main, if you want to camp and turn on me, go ahead. I do not care. The only thing I will get mad at the most, though, and I will DC at times, is if you slug me. I don't like being slugged all day. Like, get me out the game, dude. Like, if you know, like, and I ain't talking about you slug me like, oh, well, you just got me off the hook and you waiting out DS and because you don't know if I have it or whatever. I'm talking about, I was not on the hook. You slugged me. It's just me and another survivor. And because you want to secure the 4K, I got to wait on you all day. No, I'm not finna wait, bro. Like, either kill me and get me out the game, or I'll quit. I could kill less. I'll take that 5-minute ban. My thing is, it's not that I'm being a sore loser. I'm just not about to wait all day, right? For your vanity. My thing is that I feel like on both sides, everybody wants to win. They're going to do their best thing to win. It's just really rough and solo queue because not everybody's in the same mindset, right? Like, if I'm up here and I'm running this Oni all day, and I'm still looking at the fact that I'm at 4 gens, right? Now, we eventually do the gens, right? Like, we eventually get everything out of it, and we eventually get this Oni maybe like a 1K, I think, the entire game. But it was just the fact that, like, that's my thing. We have a job to do. We're going to do generators, right? Just like anybody would do. Like I could run you all day, but what does that mean if I'm not escaping? Eventually, you're going to get me. So it makes no sense to us to not rush. So like I said, man, that's just my opinion. Again, please be, engaged. I just want to hear other people's perspectives, right? At the end of the day, yes, we should be doing totems. We should be doing everything else. But unless we're being chased, let's knock out those gens. But hey, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Please stay in tune, like, share, and subscribe, and peace.